You move in a little bit, just a little bit. Yeah. I think I gotta move in a little. There we go.
You're always just trying to get me closer to you.
Okay. Are we recording? Does it look like it's recording? I think it's recording.
Yeah.
I'm really far. You're gonna have to do it this time.
Want to bet?
Baby, you and me been like a slow drought. Used to be on fire, now we're all burnt out.
Baby, you and me like a broken beat. How we got to here is a mystery.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Mamiyamigos. I'm way too far away from the controls to do anything, and at this point, I'm just getting, old. Dude, my hair today is just like out of control.
Yeah, get your shit together, man.
Need to-
We need to hire a makeup artist,
Yeah, we need a makeup artist.
wardrobe and styling.
I know how this can be remedied.
It's somehow worse now. So what's new with you?
You feel?
After
Saw him yesterday. This is gonna be really awkward, guys.
Yeah. we've been pretty busy.
Dude, we've been fucking jamming.
Yeah, a lot of abandoned stuff. Salton
That's true.
Sea, other places out in the desert.
Yeah, Salton Sea. We just came back from Salton Sea like 5 days ago, almost now,
Yeah.
or maybe a little less than. I had a good time. Okay, wow. That's
I'm pretty
cool.
low energy today. I don't
You're
know.
low
I
energy.
need caffeine. I don't know what's wrong with me. I've been very tired lately, but I've been sleeping enough. You know,
Maybe that's it. Maybe you're used to not having enough, so then now that you have too much, it's too much sleep.
Is that a thing?
I think for me it is. If I get more sleep than my 4 hours, I'm just useless.
So are people that come out of like 10-year comas, are they just tired the rest of their life?
Yeah, I think that's exactly how it works.
You know what I've been thinking a lot about lately?
Death.
Yeah, always.
Always.
Every time I look at myself in the mirror every morning,
You're like, man, this is just.
it's the first thing on my mind.
What have you been thinking about?
Where are we going to go with Birgit and David this year?
Oh, Birgie and Davy.
I had an idea.
Okay.
There's an eclipse this year
What
in
are those?
April.
Spell it out for us. What's an eclipse?
Eclipse?
Yeah.
It's like the gum. You know? Have you ever had that?
God. Yeah. Isn't it the one where they're just like, they like shove air? One of them was like shoving air in your face. You're just like, I feel the eclipse.
Oh, the commercial?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, it'd be cool to go somewhere for the eclipse. Because there's a part in upstate New York where the eclipse goes over.
Oh, really? There is.
Yeah.
Did you look it up after we had our conversation?
Yeah. Guess where it goes over?
Rochester.
Rochester, New York.
Oh, does it?
Mhm.
Okay. Tim, this is directly to you now. Can we go visit the Kodak plant, please? We want to see how film is made at the Kodak Rochester plant.
Yeah, should I message Birgit and David right now?
Yeah, let's do it.
It's like the first week of April. What's up, hoes? It's your boy. Your boy.
with how many eyes?
I mean, how many is kind of like whorish?
I think 5 is not a good number. 3 is a good.
Oh, yeah. Okay. 4.
Yeah, 4 for sure.
You photography clowns want to go see.
In an eclipse. Does that mean we need long lenses, right? I need to get a long lens.
You don't need one. You could shoot the eclipse on like a 10 millimeter lens.
Okay.
Really
That's
wide. You
true.
won't be able to see it.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Okay, I sent it. Oh, it's weird. It says, Birgit and Caleb have blocked you in this group chat.
Oh, yeah, totally.
What's that about? David's the only one who's ride or die for me?
Well, you were saying some weird shit the other day, and I was
Yeah,
like, bro,
it's just about how
yeah, exactly. Cut that.
Yeah. Well, we're also going to Arizona. I guess we should talk about this.
Let's talk about it.
We did a large format road trip, large format only road
2
trip.
years ago.
We shot only large format, which for me meant only 8x10, and it was kind of backbreaking to say the least.
If you haven't seen those episodes, you should go see it because we watch them pretty frequently. We're allowed to watch our own stuff, right?
Yeah. No. Do you think the struggle made it more fun a little bit?
100%. Yes, we were dead tired. I got sick afterwards.
My back was like in pain every night
Yeah.
just from carrying all that shit. Literally on the drive home after that trip, both of us were like, we're never doing this again, right?
Oh, yeah, we both were very much like, this isn't happening again.
Because it was a very, I don't want to say it was outright terrible. It was just a very challenging experience.
Yeah.
And 2 years have gone by, and now we're kind of like
We got to do it again.
we're ready to do it again.
Well, I think we both like literally took you last year off of large format.
I guess you're gonna be shooting with your Intrepid, but are you gonna buy any film before you go?
I think I have enough film.
Yeah,
Do you have enough film?
I mean I do, but you could always use more.
Fair. I could use more color film. I think Ektar would be a good one probably. You know what? That'd be insane if they came out with Kodak Gold in 4x5.
Do you like Kodak Golden 120? What are your thoughts on it?
You know what? Kodak Gold actually for me, like I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it's really good. Like it's good standard
Yeah.
film that does the job and actually has a decent amount of latitude and I can push it to where I want it to go. But it's definitely cheap. So
Yeah.
sometimes when you just need cheap film to shoot, then I go with that. I have, I think, 400 Daddy D. That's about it.
Oh yeah, you're gonna shoot 400D while you're out there. You're gonna shoot your 4x5 Aerochrome too.
Yeah. I think I'm going to limit myself. How many sheets do we buy? Do we buy 10?
I think we bought 10 sheets and we each have 5. I think.
Or did we buy 20 sheets and we both have 10? Yes, we both have 10 sheets of Aerochrome.
Okay.
Because I remember there were 30 for sale. You had 10, I had 10, and Matt Mirage had 10.
That'd be funny if I open up my box in the dark bag and I'm like, there's only 3 in here.
And I have 17.
And you've like moved to Mexico.
Yeah, that would definitely be worth our friendship. I mean, you could have a different idea of this, but I like Aerochrome or I like infrared when it's a pop. When I was shooting Lomo Purple in Desert Center like ages ago,
Yeah.
I remember one of my favorite photos from that whole trip was where it was like this building in the distance, but just like pops of green, which were, I guess, purple, on either side. And I was like, that's solid.
I don't think I've ever taken a single photo with Lomo Purple that I've been like, chef's kiss, you know?
You're just doing it wrong.
No, I think that film stock just sucks. Sorry, Lomo. Sorry, Birgit.
I think you're just doing it wrong. That's what I think it is.
Well, I think a lot of people group like Aerochrome, Lomo Purple, and Lomo Turquoise in the same category as like, these are some weird, fucked up, artsy films that no one ever makes like serious work on.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Some people have made serious work on Aerochrome. Have you ever seen any like professional work on Purple or Turquoise?
Well, no, I guess not. But I don't think that's accurate. I think they're probably, just because I haven't seen it doesn't mean, I mean, what's the idea of a professional work, right? Isn't it a body of work in some capacity that's telling a story of some kind or some look style for a specific reason? What's his face with Aerochrome in the jungle?
It was the right application. So like that's the professional work I think of when I think of Aerochrome.
Yeah.
I've never seen Lomo Purple in like galleries or all the photo books that I've kind of flipped through. I've never seen Lomo Purple really used. That doesn't mean it's a bad film stock. I just think maybe people haven't found like the right application for it.
That's interesting. I think of that the same way I think of like aspect ratio and
I thought you were going to say, I think of that the same way I think about ass. I was like, yeah, actually.
Actually, you're right. No, aspect ratio in today's world and telling stories, do whatever you want. But I really appreciate and really like when someone uses aspect ratio to tell the story because there's so much you can do with several things, you know, or with different things.
It's got to be intentional though, right? Like Wes Anderson's really good at this.
Right,
He intentionally chooses the widescreen aspect ratio or like the 4:3 aspect ratio to, in some cases, show like future or past, present, and then future as well, you know?
Yeah.
You know what it is though, ultimately? I think the reason purple and turquoise haven't been used in a professional sense, quote unquote, is because they're not in sheet film.
Ooh.
Speaking of cheap film, like, you like Ilford Delta 3200, right? Everyone does.
I actually
right?
haven't. Sure, yeah, I haven't tried it.
I just did a test where I shot Kentmere 400 at 3200, pushed 3 stops. It's like far less grain, and it's cheaper. Kentmere's like $5 a roll
For 120?
Yeah, I mean you still got to push it, so that's like an extra $2.
Oh, fair.
Depending on where he goes, but that's still better than $7 versus like $10.
Damn, that's pretty interesting. So is that the move?
It's the move.
Because I know Kentmere pushed 2. I preferred that.
Yeah.
Never pushed at 3. But is 3 the move?
It's the move, dog. Trust me.
Damn. How fast do those shadows go?
They can kind of like get a little crunchy, but it's really not too bad to be honest.
Peanut butter, crunchy peanut butter.
I would say, yeah, exactly. You know, I think I'm allergic to peanut butter.
What? You're allergic to peanut butter?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Why? I don't know. I was born
Should we
that
go
way.
try? Should we try? Should we try this
What
right
do
now?
we do? My car doesn't work.
Yeah, that's true. Someone crashed into my car yesterday while I was parked. I didn't even know. Lauren just was like, hey, someone ran into your car. I was like, what? I stopped working. I just was like running out there. I have to move cars because of street cleaning. Fucking street cleaning. I've never seen a street cleaner on my street ever. Ever. I just got to move my car or I get a $60 ticket.
Dude, one time I was in college, we had street cleaning. It was in Orange County. I heard it coming down the street because they're loud as fuck.
Yeah.
At one morning at like 6 a.m, I was like, oh shit, I didn't move my car. So I run out there like completely naked because that's how I sleep.
Sick.
So I run out there, I hop in my car, and I'm looking around like trying to find a place to park this damn thing. The entire other side of the street
Is
is
full.
lined
Yeah.
with cars. I'm like, there's nowhere I can go for like blocks. So I just do a wheelie, or not a wheelie. I do it, yeah, in my Corolla. So I do a burnout U-turn, and I'm like, fuck it, and I just park on the lawn of like the house that I was renting a room at.
I thought you were gonna say you just did a Yui and followed it. Followed the thing and just parked right behind it.
And my car's like leaking oil or something, so it's like it just undoes everything.
We completely went on a tangent. I do not know where. Oh, kentmere.
I mean, I pretty much said everything.
Well, that's good.
I mean,
Kentmere's good. I mean, when Harmon sent me 2 rolls when they came out, I really liked it. I thought it was good.
dude, I'm pretty hyped for Dune.
Dune.
Have you been seeing the reviews for it?
So it's good. You've heard
The reviews are saying it's pretty good. It's got
You're
like a
reading
98
reviews?
on Rotten Tomatoes.
Why are you reading reviews?
Well, I just want to make sure it's not absolute ass. It's
Yeah,
like
but
my
you're gonna
most anticipated
I know,
movie
but
of the
You're
year.
gonna see it regardless.
I don't know.
Speaking of ass, Madam Web.
Oh, you saw it? Oh, right. Yeah.
I went to see Madam Web last night. I was bored. I'm between videos right now, and I had nothing to do.
You want to edit this podcast?
No, I don't. But everyone was having so much fun in there because it was so bad.
Yeah.
It's not like The Room level of bad. You know how that's like, oh,
Yeah.
hi, Mark. And it's not that
Yeah.
level. The dialogue was horrible. The acting was terrible. The only good part was Adam Scott. Like, he can make shit good. Dakota Johnson, I don't know. She was phoned out.
What about Sydney Sweeney?
She's actually not as bad as I thought. She was gonna. I thought she was gonna be bad. The thing is, they put glasses on her to make her look geeky, and I'm like, that's not how it works.
That's what they do in all movies, dude.
That's
and then,
okay,
like,
fair.
in the sequel, usually they take off the glasses and the main character's like, whoa, damn,
Whoa,
they're hot.
yeah,
Or whatever.
No.
What do you think was the best movie of last year?
Poor Things for sure.
You think so?
Yeah, I like that one a
That
lot.
was the top of your list. I think my top movie of last year definitely had to be How to Blow Up a Pipeline. That movie was just so fucking good.
I like the use of 16 in it. That was really good.
I like how they teach you how to blow up a pipeline and build a bomb.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Monica and I watched The Marvels based on your recommendation.
Yeah. What did you think?
It was bad.
No, it wasn't that. It was fine.
I mean, it was like as good as the first one, which was also bad.
It was way better than the first one. It's not a masterpiece, but it's not as bad as they were saying. It's at least fun.
I didn't think it was as bad as everyone was making it out to be, but I still don't think it was a good movie. What'd you think about your team winning the Super Bowl? Your girl, Taylor Swift.
Woo! Taylor did it all.
She single-handedly beat the Niners.
Yeah, she did. This is her year, man. This is
I
like
know.
last year and then this year.
I don't know how the fuck she finds the time. She's doing like a world tour. She did a movie recently, and she's
What'd she
dropping
do?
a new album. Just won a Grammy.
She did? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, girl, you got this. Yeah.
Should we talk about film photography stuff?
There's a new Color 800 film out there in the world. Flick Film Aurora 800. It's pretty exciting. It's going to be like $15 or something like that.
Yeah, no, that's pretty cheap. I definitely want to get some and try it out.
Yeah. You can't have mine.
Something interesting happened when we went to the Salton Sea, one of the buildings.
Oh my God. Yeah, I did. It was this, dude. Okay. So most times going into abandoned buildings, we're fine with. Most times, no issues whatsoever. So I go into this house and I'm setting up a wide shot. So I go in and I'm rounding a corner a little bit and I see right there, a chair, a camping chair. And I was like, huh, yeah, there's probably someone who like inhabits this from time to time. That camping chair looks super fresh. There's a jacket on it. Like it was like purchased like 2 days ago from Walmart or something.
For context, the reason you might not have been like immediately like thrown off by this is because we've been to a lot of abandoned buildings and there's always like chairs and like couches kind of set up in these places and just like empty like beer cans all over the place. Like clearly people come here and just sit around and drink beer and then leave.
Yeah, totally.
So,
Especially
like,
in a small town like that where there's nothing else to do. Yeah, that's exactly what you're
Not uncommon. So
Not uncommon,
just
yeah.
seeing that by itself, you'd be like, okay, whatever.
Yeah. So anyway, so I'm like, oh, okay, interesting. And so I stop in the doorway and I'm going to take a photo of it. There's an entrance and I'm like rounding it a little bit. And then I see a sleeping bag on the wall right here. So really close to me, but it's a little tippy of it. I was like, oh, okay, I'm not going to go further. But then I raise it up and I go click. And then I hear the sleeping bag rustle like, we all know that sound. We've all been camping when we were 12. And so I go fucking jetting out of the house. And I'm just like, whoop, nope, this isn't happening.
You came jetting out of the house, you grabbed your tripod and you're like, we're leaving. I was like, oh.
Yeah, well, your reaction did not meet what was inside me. Because I came out and I was like, yeah, there's someone in there.
It was bound to happen eventually, right?
It was bound to happen eventually. And then that was like basically the beginning of the end, I think, for the trip. Because at that point, I was just in a weird space.
Yeah.
And then we went into town and there was dogs barking everywhere when we're trying to stop. This past trip to the Salton Sea, it was the first time we actually made a plan to wake up for sunrise.
And
did it.
executed. We still missed it.
We still missed it.
Do you want to talk about Sonic? So we're probably never going to eat at a Sonic restaurant ever again. It doesn't really matter where it is. We went to one in Victorville.
And the funny thing is like on our Pacific Northwest trip, Birgit really wanted to go to Sonic. We never did. And so when we saw it in Victorville, we were kind of excited.
I guess the weird backstory is we've been to that area before and we were trying to find barbecue and we pull up and it's not there anymore. Google Maps lied to us. But
100%.
apparently we didn't learn our lesson because this time around we did the exact same thing trying to find this barbecue place that was still not there. And like right next to it was Sonic. So we're like, okay, fuck it. I haven't had Sonic in a long time. It's pretty good. Whatever.
Yep.
So we do. The food's good. Whatever.
It didn't taste weird.
It didn't taste weird. And I don't know. How do you want to describe the events that took place afterwards?
I don't know if this has happened to any other person or how fast people's bowels move, but between us getting in a car and leaving, we only got one exit before we had to stop. And I was like, okay.
This sewer pickle's knocking at the door. You know what I mean?
That's not what I wanted to hear. That is gross.
I may never eat a pickle again.
I won't. It's,
By the time we finished eating Sonic, we were on the road for 20 minutes, and I was like,
dude,
I got to get off
even
right
on the
here.
road for 20 minutes.
It was a record-breaking
it was like
turnaround.
that.
Yeah, we
My
annihilated.
cucumber was knocking on the door.
God,
Wait, aren't pickles just cucumbers?
I think that's how they start.
They're
right?
just pickled cucumbers.
I saw an Instagram post where Mountain Dew made a Mountain Dew Baja Blast pickles. Because you can like put them in a jar, cucumbers in a jar, and they like marinate and become pickles.
Yeah.
But you can do it with different flavors and stuff. And they did it with Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
You should do flaming hot.
That'd be kind of interesting. I still have some. I have one bottle of it left.
Do you have like PTSD from like drinking those things every episode?
It probably wasn't the best thing to be doing. It had a little bit of like spice, but it didn't hit you until after.
It didn't taste like flaming hot Cheetos at all.
Yeah.
You know what's really funny? And no one knows this. I doubt it. No one knows this. Our thumbnail color
Oh yeah.
is based off of the box of flaming hot Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Those are the Mamiyamigos
Yeah.
colors for the thumbnails. Just a little fun fact for you.
I think
I don't
we were just
know.
looking up designs or something, and we're like, you know, the Flaming Hot Mountain Dew design's kind of sick. You know, it's a good location was the that abandoned building up in Willow. Have you ever noticed this? Sometimes you don't realize it while you're there or in the moment, like that location. Sometimes everything just like it works better than it usually does. Sometimes there's just something in the air. You know, like all the video, all the photos just like look good. When we were there, I was like, it's another day in the office. you know?
Yeah.
And then I got everything back and I was like, shit,
These are great.
This worked out really well, and I didn't do anything differently, you know?
Does it ever make you want to go back to those locations?
I don't know. It's kind of hard to go back to a location that you've already shot. And
What if you went back and we shot like 4x5 or shot like
yeah, it could work.
APS film?
I would have been long dead before I shoot APS film. Does anyone still make APS film?
No, it's because it's garbage format for garbage people. I mean, we swore off the 395 like what, a year ago?
Oh yeah.
And now he texted me last night. And he's like, we got to go back to the 395.
Yeah.
But what would you take? What cameras would you bring?
I'd take you.
Didn't expect that.
I don't know. I guess I'd probably, if we're going to Bodie, I'd probably bring 4x5.
I really like the pano shots from that. Those were cool.
But you already did it.
I did do it. You're right. I did do that. Shit.
Fuck. Like, hey, easy. Calm down.
Dude, it's not that big of a deal, man. 4x5 would be good because there's a lot of interesting things that could go on there that if you just took a little bit of time. And I felt like also because I shot Super 8, sometimes we just juggle way too much stuff. And sometimes it's just like, no, go with the one thing, commit and just chill.
Just have a clear vision
Yeah.
and just lean into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you have so much Kodachrome over there?
Someone gave me a bunch of Kodachrome. I don't know. I just use it for
Like set deck?
set deck. Thank you. I
Yeah.
couldn't think of the word. Yeah. Like all the little random shit that I have around here is basically just so I can put it in my B-roll.
I mean, I was telling you about this the other day on the road. I stumbled across like an article talking about this company called Visco that makes all those like those presets for. I think it's just for.
They either have a standalone application
Yeah.
or they're presets for Lightroom. I can't remember. I haven't looked into it. I just know that it's mostly phone stuff.
Yeah.
But they also have a desktop something.
I can't remember why I was looking at it. I swear to God, it's not because I'm thinking of getting a digital camera. But I was looking at their like.
Don't you already have one? You Kodachrome lying bitch. Yeah, you want to talk about that?
Anyway, I found an article by Visco because I was looking at their Kodachrome emulation preset or whatever. And in their preset description or something, it said something like, we built this off of like real Kodachrome test charts. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. Okay, whatever. So I did a deeper dive into it. And apparently it was pretty recent, like in, I want to say 2019, somewhere between 2019 and 2022 or something like that, this happened. The Visco team had enough money to hire some chemists or a chemist or somebody to actually find an alternative way to develop
That's great.
Kodachrome. And it's a really long process or whatever. But I was like, why aren't people making a bigger deal out of this? They found a way to actually develop Kodachrome. Okay, here, I'll read what the article says.
Okay.
Visco's imaging team decided it was time to pick up the pursuit of a digital preset inspired by Kodachrome. Yep, discontinued K14, blah, blah, blah. Began some preliminary research by poring over blogs. They spelled pouring wrong.
Is it POUR?
They just spelled it PORING. In the end, it took custom synthesized chemicals, custom built hardware, and 2 years to create our own Kodachrome development process that satisfied our high standards for Visco presets.
Whoa. High
We kept
standards,
copious
eh?
logs of our experiments as we slowly improved the process further and further. Progress was slow and tedious as each run of a small strip took hours to process by hand in the dark.
Dude, I would go insane.
Somebody
I
out
know.
there has like a way to develop
I know.
Kodachrome.
That's crazy. Why? Why aren't you sharing with the class?
After months and months of iterations in our experiments and roll after roll of Kodachrome developing, we finally achieved results for Kodachrome that we were proud of. We achieved acceptable film density. I feel like they could make more money by selling like a kit to develop Kodachrome than they can with like their presets.
Oh. Wow. That looks pretty good. I mean,
It kind of looks like Kodachrome, right?
you know what would be hard? Okay, so this would be hard though. All the Kodachrome out there is probably not cold
I know.
stored.
It's all fucked
So
up.
it's all like,
Yeah.
I mean, that box has been sitting out, those boxes have been sitting out for like 75 years or something.
Yeah.
Like,
because everyone thinks Kodachrome's
because
dead.
yeah,
It is
so it's
dead.
like, why would you
Yeah.
keep it in there? So I wonder if a lot of it also was like, oh, this is just bad film, not because the
Yeah.
process was bad,
Yeah.
but who knows? I don't know.
Quick, buy
a
a cold stored Kodachrome now.
Yeah, I know, right? Dude, that's pretty crazy. So what's the preset called? KM?
It's KC25 is what they called.
Oh, KC25 is what they called it. Okay.
They made
Gs and
modifications to fix contrast and color
Ooh,
channel balance.
Okay, KC. There it is. I don't subscribe to them, so
I don't know. When I was reading that, I couldn't believe my eyes that like
Yeah.
somebody figured out how to develop Kodachrome and they're just they're just sitting on it. Like, give it to us. Give daddy what he needs. He needs Kodachrome now.
Daddy also needs to stop calling himself daddy.
No, that's not going to happen. You love it.
That would be hard, though. That'd be really hard to spend hours and hours and hours.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's an easy process, but
So what are you going to do but with all this new information?
nothing. I guess nothing really changes overall.
Well, that's very impressive. Good for you, Visco.
I just thought it was crazy.
I think it is crazy.
I had never heard about that before.
Yeah, I'm pointing to Slim Aaron's poolside book.
Yeah.
He shoots a lot of Kodachrome in that.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff seems a little underexposed, though.
You think so?
Some of them.
I guess the thing back in the day was Kodachrome and Ektachrome were sort of like, Ektachrome was like the cold slide film that Kodak made, and then Kodachrome was the warm slide film that Kodak made. And I was reading something from like 2004 or something, and a guy was like, oh yeah, for E6 film, the kind of rule of thumb back in the day was exposed for the highlights. Don't worry about the shadows. So maybe it's not underexposed. It was just intentionally exposed for the highlights. I don't know.
I haven't shot slide in a long time. Maybe I should. Maybe
You should
that's
get back into it.
Maybe I should get back into it.
Yeah, dude.
So-
I built my own 8x10 like film holder.
Oh yeah, how does that work,
Out of popsicle sticks. It works fantastic.
dude?
Yeah.
That's all you need is some popsicle sticks and some ingenuity.
I spent maybe like $15, like magnets, felt strips, popsicle sticks, and some super glue. That's all it
Really?
took. Yeah.
Dude, are you gonna do a video on that? Because that'd be sick.
No.
Why not?
Is that really interesting?
Yeah, that is interesting. Well, at least do it for me so I can
Yeah.
use it for 4x5.
I got to build a 4x5 one.
Can you build two?
Nah.
Why not?
What does Negative Supply charge for their 4x5 one? I'll charge you that much for my popsicle stick one. Well, I looked up like 8x10 holders, and Negative Supply was like the only company that I can
Yeah.
remember seeing, and it was like $1,500 because they
That's a
used
good
two sheets of like A&R glass.
Do you use? What do you use? Do you use A&R glass?
No,
No.
I use felt strips and like magnets to hold the film flat. I guess you'd have to see it. It's suspended over the light source, so that's good, and it holds it flat. It's great.
I get so much light leak because I just put it on the
Yeah.
the thing itself. So
I used to
it's
do
not
that
good.
too. Yeah.
But you know, Negative Supplies, their light source for at least the basic 35 is fucking bright, dude.
Is it?
It's bright.
Isn't
Yeah.
theirs is the one that's like 99% CRI or
I think
something
it's
like
like
that?
99
Cry.
or 97 or something like that.
It's like a 99% chance you'll cry if you look directly into it.
yeah.
That's what
It's so
CRI stands for. Have you done any tests to see like that? Because apparently their light source is like, I don't know what CRI really means.
I feel like it's color something index. but I
Color
could be
range
wrong.
index, maybe.
I don't know. Yeah. Maybe.
Have you noticed like a significant difference between that, like a standard light source?
Well, both of my light sources are high CRIs.
Oh,
So no.
so you don't know.
But I have, because my old one wasn't a high a CRI. It's just like $15 from Amazon,
Yeah.
and I have noticed better results from that one. But I went from that to a higher CRI light panel that was
Yeah.
kind of smaller. But the 4x5 that'd be sick because I need that. Actually, I needed. I'm testing some film out and whatnot, and so I'm actually shooting 110 right now, and I don't have an insert for any of my things to do 110.
Yeah.
So I just basically did masking tape and
Nice.
everything and just was like sliding it through. It seemed to work fine.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I'm on this game of like, I can build anything I need with popsicle
fucking
sticks.
popsicle sticks, bro. Fuck 3D printing.
Yeah.
Popsicle sticks.
Well, dude, it was going to cost like $500 to 3D print this mock-up that Monica designed in Maya. It was going to
Yeah.
cost like $500. I was like, no.
No.
How can I do
that's-
this cheaper?
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous to me that I'm just trying to build like basically a box.
Oh yeah, totally.
And it's going to cost me either
And house.
$1,500, $500, or I can just do it with popsicle sticks.
Yeah.
And it costs
So did you
$15.
paint the popsicle sticks?
No, I put a gaff tape over them or
Oh,
over
gotcha.
the sides so it didn't reflect any
Oh
light.
yeah. Okay, dude, this is my new. Where is it at? I don't know. So obviously, I have several record players. Maybe it's not obvious. So they have these brushes to like brush your records off to
Yeah.
get like dust and stuff. Isn't that the same shit for negatives? If it's fine enough for a record, which can't get scratched because that would ruin the album,
Yeah.
it has to be fine enough for film. So I was thinking about getting 2 of those and like making something so that it just
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't
my new-
know. Yeah. That's a good idea.
Thanks,
You're
man.
a genius.
Boom. There you go. Okay. Well, what else do we got? Do we have anything else?
I don't think so.
Is that the end?
Might be.
This is the end. I can't remember how the rest of that Doors song goes.
You remember the Dune soundtrack, but you don't remember This Is the End by the Doors.
Yeah. Do you know what the rest of that song is? Do you know that song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sing it. Are you going to get one of those Dune popcorn buckets?
No.
You know
Do
what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll probably ask for one with no popcorn in it. Extra butter. Yeah. Maybe I'll ask for a couple.
Yeah. So you can just throw them away after you use them. Who thought that was a good idea?
I don't know.
I don't either. So that's going to be the end of the episode.
Yeah. On that note,
Okay.
see you on the next one.
See you on the next one. Bye. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, 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 beep.